Hello and welcome back. Today I have an update on the school shooting in Texas. The police are still gaslighting people, trying to tell you not to believe your lying eyes. That's what they're trying to do. That's the kind of people you're dealing with. When you just thought that it couldn't get any worse, it does. And let me get into it now. 1 year ago, the school district in Texas, that school district, they doubled the budget for the police at schools. Double the budgets, giving them more manpower and more equipment, as in guns, metal detectors. And it didn't help, because you can't really stop a person that wants to harm you from harming you. Don't care how many guns you got, because that person is going to wait and they're going to attack you and they're going to target you when you least expect. That's how people operate. You can put up all the barriers and whatever. As soon as you let your guard down, that person is going to attack you if they have any intentions of hurting you. So the answer is clear. They don't care how many protection, how so much security you have. If people want to hurt you, they're going to hurt you. What they did at the school is just normal procedures, because they're trying to create for a school to prison pipeline, so every person can fall in line. That's what the police in America and the government does. They're not there to protect you. The police are a bunch of cowards. As we all know now, the evidence is clear. The verdict is in. But somehow they're still trying to spin the story, the police. They admit partly responsible. I've been following this story for a while. I have been checking up. And when I just thought it couldn't get any worse, it just get worse, because some of the parents was in contact with a civil rights lawyer, and he told them it's very likely they can sue the state, the police as well, because the police and the government and they're using an old law from the British colonial rule, where it says here, I can just read it here now. I read it up there now. I look it up, it's called sovereign law. It basically says the king or kingdom or government can do no wrong. I did look it up, and that's the most important thing in that law. They can do no wrong. It doesn't matter what they do. They murder you, they kill you, whatever. They can do no wrong. And if you hurt the king, one of the king guards, in this old colonial law, you hurt the king. It is an attack on the king as well. So the police is and his guards. The police is his guards. The king is the government, and it's crazy. What this law basically telling you? You are the servant. You are the servant. They don't serve you. You're the peasant, and you have no rights. You have no ability to hold these people accountable. Too bad for you. Remember, we got a social contract to the government, but the government don't have the same contract for you. They always lie and gaslight you and tell you that they're there to protect you. Now the verdict is in. The government is not there to protect you. Don't care what they say. You're on your own. Remember the Parklands police school shooting? The Parklands about a couple of years ago or so, where some kids die as well. That police, he ran and hide as well. He dare not confront the gunman. He ran and hide, lock himself in a room. He got fired. The police union challenged that decision in court. After 2 years, he won his case. And he got his job back with 2 years back pay. So that's enough evidence to show you what these people are really about. They are not beholden of you. So when they're telling you day in, day out through the mass media and the politicians and lawyers and what of every person they are in on this big lie. The government, they are not there to protect you. And that's why they educate you. So when you come out into the world, you follow rules and regulations. That's what they want. They want obedient workers. People that will just follow rules and regulation. That's the society that these people want. They always telling you day in, day out. When they want to go to war, like in Ukraine and Iraq and Afghanistan, they say it's for your benefit, your security. Your security is in a foreign country. It's misleading. It's deceitful. So it's a big myth that is still going on in the media that the government is there to protect you. But the media is in on it as well. The media is there to just keep the status quo going. Keep the government and the big powerful corporations in power. So they continue to make money. Because all of these big corporations that the government is funding as well, all of these people take out ads and all these big media corporations. So it's a revolving door. Money going around in circles to the people that is involved, but not you. You have to pay higher taxes and whatever to fund these people. So you are actually the peasant, the servant. You're serving these people. The police have no integrity. None whatsoever. They run and hide and let these little kids slaughter. And now they're looking into this. If they can actually take the police and the government to court. It seems like, no, this sovereign law is going to protect the government. But this is just the beginning. Even if these people try to take the government to court, they can take, because they're going to drag it through the system, it can take years before you can reach a decision. When you forget about what happened in Texas last week. And remember, this is happening in the land of the free, of freedom and liberty and democracy. The big, mighty USA. So just imagine what can happen to you, because all of these countries operate under the same rules and regulations. Just a little twist here and there, no different. Because the government is there whenever to gain power, control power. And when the opportunity arises, increase their power. And that's what happened under COVID as well. Anyhow, this is important, because this law from the I will say ancient times under British colonial rule still in place. So that is in place to make sure the people in power stay in power and have no accountability. So the police have no accountability to you. And Biden was offering a lot of lip service. He went down to these people, you understand, pretending that he on their side. He's a fraud. And the people was coming and say they were chanting, they want gun control. They want gun control. They want gun control. They was chanting these chants. Biden looked at the people when he was getting in his vehicle and said, yes, it's coming. One day after, Biden issued a statement on Twitter saying he can leave it to the Senate and all the individual states to make the decision. So what he basically telling you, nothing is going to happen, because Biden is true to his word. Because when he was campaigning, he tell his rich donors nothing is going to change, and that's a man of his word. He have principle, but not to you, to his donors. He said nothing is going to change. I'm not making that up. And nothing is changing. Only thing is changing is for the worse. Anyhow, I won't go on a rant. All these people want to do is to control your life. That's what they're about, controlling your life. And they are on the way to gaining even more power with the World Health Organization, WHO. That's a video I can do on soon, because they have basically signed off all the power over to our unelected organization, a corrupt one as well. So anyhow, I want to thank you for watching. I want you to like, share, and subscribe, because we need to get the word out to a lot of people, so people can be awake and can make the right decisions, because they can need it, because you're only as smart as the knowledge you have. Just remember that. Anyhow, thanks again. Thank you. And I gonna come tomorrow with another video. So take care. I can see you later. And stay safe. Bye.